Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another sort of Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. We're playing a succession game as Buha. When my king dies, Arumba will take over. And we've expanded a fair bit. Future expansion is going to be a little tricky. We've got, currently we've got truces over here. Currently, Buganda is an ally. I thought about breaking that alliance, but based on the timers, yeah, I think the truce that we'll get from breaking this alliance will actually be on longer than the truce with the other guys over here. So I will probably just wait until I've gone and absorbed all three of these guys before breaking that truce. I have been looking around here, and it's a little scary because, oh, you got a Regency Council. Interesting. But most of these guys have actually hit military level 3. And I only have one military skill here, and decided not to spend money on an advisor, which I still think is a good idea. And I did focus on admin, and again, I think that's a good idea. Although, in hindsight, maybe I should have focused on military. Hit that military level 3 faster, because that is a big boost to land morale. I'm not going to lie about that. My ally is not currently there, although it would not surprise me if he was a little bit closer, because he does have the 2. He probably didn't set focus. It's not just that I didn't focus on military, it's actually focused away from military. And I do think going up to admin a little faster is a good thing. If we can get temples set up, our money problems will be, like, just all of a sudden fixed. So I really think getting to temples quick will be nice, but having the delayed military technology might hurt us. But I'm hoping Luba becomes level 3 relatively soon, and then we'll just piggyback on them. That'll be fine. So for reference, Kazembe over here, who's our target, is allied to 2 people. I'm also a bit concerned that we've got a neutral over here who is allied to Chokwe and has rivaled Luba. So it would not surprise me if there might be some condentiary action or something like that going on there, which makes me unhappy. Because that's one of the things patch 1.17 has gone ahead and tweaked, is that sort of behavior. It sounds like it's going to happen a lot more often. I think Lunda over here, who is not rivaling anyone particularly critical, although they have a lot of enemies, I think we might look at allying them. Congo and Luba. They actually have... Okay, so they're allied to Luba. And Congo. That's pretty powerful. So they're less likely to get attacked. So I'm going to improve relations with them with the hope of allying with them, because we do have one more slot, and I think that's going to be quite handy. So we're going to do that. We are going to build a spy network over here in Kazembe, with the expectation that we'll be declaring war on them to expand our territory over here at some point. We do have a lot of money, which means we can wickedly over-design our army to help us stomp out some enemies, like go above our force limit. Even getting some mercs if need be to pad things out, because we do have limited manpower. We're not capped on manpower now. I think it's probably okay for us to wait for us to hit the manpower cap before we move out anywhere. So I'll be a little bit patient. I'm really on the cusp of getting that next admin level. Next admin level is really not huge, though. Just the 5% production efficiency could be a heck of a lot better. Bourgeois request privilege. We have bourgeois, apparently. We can lose admin or lose diplo. This would give us more nobility estate loyalty, which gives us more manpower recovery and things, which I think is better. We don't care about the Merchants Guild too much. And I really don't care about Diplo power. So yeah, we're going to take that option. That's going to be quite good. Disloyal estates, Merchant Guild, but they're only disloyal by 0.31%, so they're going to bounce back really fast. So that's going to be fine. That is... Oh, that's improved relations. That's not our spy network. Right. You ally. Okay, let's go ahead and get that going. There's a possibility we could decide to just sit and chill until these guys get 10 favor and are able to join the war on our side. Yeah, you're still in Tech 2. What I am going to do is I'm not going to accept the royal marriage offer from Lunda. I'm going to propose it, because that means I believe the royal marriage will break when my king dies, which means Arumba will be able to reevaluate his relationships at that point. So that's, as much as possible, I'm going to try to propose royal marriages. I don't think I did that with Buganda, which is a bit unfortunate, so it's not going to be until their ruler dies. Speaking of death, what's my ruler age? 41. Okay, so we should have a good long life. Yeah, I say that. I think at this point, there's a chance of us dying. Those stats start to get shown yet? No. If we had advisors... If we recruit one of these advisors, it should start to give us a percentage chance of them dying every year. And it's the same rules over here. I think once we get past 35 or 40, I think there starts to be a percentage chance of dying. But it's quite low. Could still happen, though. Alright, fabricating that claim. That's good. Manpower going up. Yeah, I'm okay with just sort of sitting for a bit. I always feel a pressure to go. But I probably should just chill a little bit longer. I mean, we can't even create the claim yet. And once we've got the claim, it doesn't go away right away, so it's not too bad. It'd be really nice if we could rival them, but we can only rival Buganda, which is kind of frustrating. We are 3 years away from our truce with all these guys being lifted. Do we have claims on all that territory? Yes, we do. And the claims are not about to expire or anything like that? Nope. 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 Okay, and I'm going to explicitly flag these as, like, I want. And this. And actually the next one as well, because that gives us more border. Oh! Oh, Kilwa. Yeah, expanding and stuff. Kilwa's going to be a beast later on. Got some rebellion up here. That's interesting. Are you seriously losing against those rebels? That's very interesting. And you have Tech 3 now. Oh, that is very interesting. Because this is one of the people who's going to be brought into the war. Oh, I'm starting to feel greedy. But we're not actually literally 100% capped on manpower, and the technology differential is going to be brutal. What's our prediction right now for when we're going to get it? Yeah, 72, which is quite far away. You know, we're 3 years away from these truces ending here, and it would be a hell of a lot easier. We're still stocking up to Lunda. We've only got one favor accrued there. That's probably the safer way to go. Probably safer to just eat these tiny guys over here, because I can just stomp them one at a time. Oh my god. On the other hand, I definitely want to go above my force limit as well. So let me do something like this. Oh my god. I mean, now that the rebels are the attackers, they've got the -1. They did win again. That's incredible. We are going to have to deal with freaking, like, natives in between. Most likely they will uprise here on our way, and that's very frustrating. Well, we can go ahead and fabricate our claim, at least. That's a thing. Did it use literally all the spy network points? Not just the 20? Huh. We're going to stop building the spy network anyway. We'll get the pop-up that we've got the CB. Just wait for that cavalry to spawn. I mean, we are losing money already. I think the rebels are going to win another batch here. There's not a whole lot of them, though. They did. I mean, I don't think that these guys are losing much in the way of manpower. Okay, we're getting... Wow, so much attrition. I can't believe the low supply limit here. Now move in here. We should, if everything goes well, we shouldn't actually spend a month here where there's probably going to be even more attrition. We'll be attacking the jungle against natives, which is really, really sucky. But at least we have a pretty superior number. I don't know. They'll still join in. We're only 2 years away from being able to declare war on these guys. But if I declare war, Luba might just jump on here. And that would be a hell of a good start to things. Let's do it. What could possibly go wrong? And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the Discipline Advisor. I'm a little bit worried about our money draining very quickly here. Very quickly. But I think for now it'll be worth it. Alright, I hope there's no natives. Oh, we didn't get any natives. Nice. And Luba is indeed moving in on these guys right away. Awesome. And I'm just going to try to stick close to them. Who gets here first? I get there on the first. Then on the 28th, we'd be attacking into Savannah, but no river crossing. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll do something like this. I mean, I don't even know if that's worthwhile. Okay, no one's attacking. I'm just going to sit here and get attrition to death. That's not really a winning move. Okay, let me do this then, because then I'll be adjacent to my ally, who is going to get attacked, and in fact, they have locked in. I won't get there quite quickly enough. What's the terrain here? It is Savannah. How's the river crossing? You've got 3 maneuver versus 0 maneuver, so they'll get the -1. And we just stack wiped that, which is good, so our numbers will go in there quickly. Stat-wise, as is, the numbers are all the same, which is good. And as long as Luba's around, we should be using their base morale, which is going to make up for the fact that I have tech level 2. That's a lot of dudes. In fact, more... Wait. This guy's not in the war, but he's lending their entire army to the cause. So it's like they're in the war. That is suddenly very, very bad. And yeah, my extra discipline doesn't actually factor in here. Okay, we are going to beat up this army. Right now, before these guys jump in, the combat width is great because we're getting wicked flanking. But now they have jumped in. They are still losing more people, which is good. Okay, I think I'm going to go and fire this person, actually. And I'm going to go and get a couple of Merc Spearmen to pad out the army, because we're going to do a big consolidate when this is done. It looks like we should win. Oh, especially with that roll. Hello. It looks like we should win, and we did. And got 12 war score out of it. Holy cow. Do a consolidate. I would love... Yeah, I'm not actually leading this siege. So it's the same thing as before. I'm going to want to vassalize these guys and be unable to. But I'll go ahead and pull back over here. We could chase these guys, actually. Yeah. That I could probably still win with. So they will get one morale tick. So it's not going to be an instant wipe. Oh, these guys might even be easier. That's Highlands and slightly more people. This is Savannah and less people. Fewer people. So we're going to start with this. They do have a sliver of morale, so it's not going to be an instant bop. But it should still be pretty good. Of course, then I got rid of my advisor. Oh, they have no leader either. Oh, that's excellent. And these guys have a 1-1 leader. Attacking into Savannah. I think we take that. And these guys are just chilling. Let's get the Merc. Oh, God, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to try to move through here, and I'm going to get freaking natived. I could build more people. I could do what... Okay, you know what? I'm going to risk it. Maybe the natives won't uprise. Sure, it could happen. Let me go something like this. And that, and actually you can consolidate there. Save us a dude. So you go and siege that. We're going to siege here. These guys might not be bad to vassalize if we can set piece them out. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. If you get attacked, you get attacked. And then we probably lose these mercs that we paid for. Oh, we didn't get attacked. Oh, thank God. Thank God. And then, mostly, yeah, we'll probably go and siege that out. So they could decide to attack us over here, which would be pretty sucky. Especially since I'm split off from my ally. But we are preventing them from really being able to build much in the way of troops. Yeah, it would not surprise me if they showed up here and decided to stomp me. This is Savannah with no river defense. So is that. Okay, I'm just going to leave one behind, and then I'm going to move this over here. If nothing else, actually, having someone physically here, or even in Upemba, would give me a fair amount of vision. Okay, at least I can do the... I'll hold off. The attrition is still bad. I don't want to shrink this stack any more than this, though, because it will really encourage them to come and fight me. Royal marriage with Buganda died. Really? I mean, we're still going to get a truce if we alliance break. But yeah, I'm not going to remarry them. Or, actually, no. What's going to happen is I'm going to ask them to marry me, so that when I die, we won't have a royal marriage, and Arumba will be free to attack them. You know, plus or minus the truce thing. How? Okay, so I'm 42. My heir is 16. Good. We won't have a regency council. But he'll still, if I died now, he'd still be relatively young and would have a really long period to play. Which doesn't matter as much here as CK2. Yeah, so I will go ahead and royal marry you. Since I'm still going to use you as an alliance in an offensive war, and then I won't need to just eat you up right away. Alright, yeah, that's going to be fine. I mean, who cares? We're not going to lose the alliance. I've got an heir already. You know what? Let's just not bother. It'll give me more flexibility. Who knows? Maybe I'll live until I'm 80. Yeah, Buganda, no. So this is going to be quite telling what we see when we arrive over here. Do I have a siege pip? I do, too. Very helpful early on without cannons. I mean, they're only capital forts. You stay here. You're going to be semi-sacrificial. And these guys are rebuilding an army, but they haven't let leased this out. Okay. I'm going to pad this out. Discourage them from attacking in here and resetting this siege. I mean, they might still because of superior numbers, but it's not going to be wickedly superior numbers, and there will be a river crossing. Okay, no. They're not doing it right now. And I'm going to pad this number out, even though it means more attrition, because I don't want them to attack in the first place. Rebel Uprising? Really? 2.9 years. I don't think I want to spend the military power. Stability's pretty good, but a rebellion right now would be really bad. Shit, I'm going to spend the military power. It's only 50. Although we're not making that much right now, but I think a rebellion would screw us right now, and winning this war is actually going to be huge. So we'll probably just separate piece these guys out completely. I don't suppose they'd be willing to do it now, would they? No. We got 19% war score, but no. They're probably pretty damn close. So the goal is probably to just white piece these guys, vassalize these guys, and eat a whole bunch of territory over here. So you're sieging some Lubin stuff, but that's okay. Because your army's going to shrink considerably in a moment when your various allies get removed from this war. What I'll probably do is move up to here with my stack and then move my siege leader in here so this siege actually starts to accrue at an appreciable rate. Because it's going very slowly. Alright, let's go up to speed. No, you know what? I want to keep it speed 2. This is too critical of a war. If I miss something, if someone starts moving and I don't respond quickly enough, it could be particularly bad. We might get lucky in this tip. Yeah, baby! I suspect you would not be willing to become my vassal yet. Nope. Close, though. Give us a month, and I bet you that'll start to happen. So, let me go and do that. I'm just going to let them separate for a tick so that we get a little bit less attrition. Do I have a backup leader? I do, actually. My king. That's going to shorten my lifespan. That's okay. And Chokwe wants a piece. Yeah, but I want a specific peace deal. Alright, we're at even numbers. We just need +1 in our favor. So one more month of, length of war going away or whatever, and that will go. Plus your enthusiasm might drop because they're fully sieged. I suppose it probably can't drop any further than it already has, actually. And this is the one with the siege bonus. Yeah. Actually, I think both my leaders have a siege bonus. Yes, they do. There we go. We've gone positive. Just going to wait here. Okay, what does this province look like right now? What is it? It's right here. And it's already got nobility. So what I want is bigger army. Because the nobility does not apply autonomy to manpower stuff. So it's nice to specialize the provinces as much as you can. There's a limited amount of differential that you can have, but it's still good. So this is still negative. This is also Savannah, so we can actually attack into this relatively easily. But more importantly is still the fact that these guys, there we go. They'll become a vassal of me. Peace offer value. I could even grab a few bucks. I mean, you are my vassal, so I do need you to have some money. But it's much more important that I have money to rebuild an army and that you don't build your army too quickly. Oh, geez, we're going to get a lot of this stuff. Okay. Become a vassal of me. Give me 132 ducats. Well, actually, I only get 79. Get a lot of inflation, but I think is worthwhile. Okay. Be funny to see this stack shrink. Maybe not. They might not have had any army left. Excellent. And you don't even hate me that badly. Wow. That's amazing. I could move out over here and start sieging, the more relevant war goal stuff, but no, it's too important that this get farmed out properly. I think it's okay to go to next level of bin tech right now. We will obviously need points to core things over here, but we're probably not taking, well, maybe we take a couple. We get admin points relatively quickly. No, I'm okay with this. The 5% discount and everything, which was nice. And I will, of course, Royal marry you and then improve relations. 16th of January. Kragway no longer a valid rival for me. Is that these guys? Oh, well, that's too bad. They're probably too small for me to rival, and they may have just stopped rivaling me is all, for some reason. That siege will come along well. There we go. So let's throw a royal marriage that way. Yay! Okay, and that siege has been won. So with these guys, I don't think we're taking territory from them. I could grow Luba, but I think what we do is we just take a bunch of money, and we take war operations, and we break your treaties with Kazembe. The rest is okay. I actually don't want these guys to just die. I mean, yeah, because I can't really target them for an attack. But breaking more alliances over here is pretty handy. So we're going to do that. Take those guys out of the war. Nice. This still leaves a 10k stack. Yeah, it's all Kazembe. We are black flagged. But I think... if I go there, I think I'll be okay. Suppose I could move my primary stack to the war goal. Why not? Oh, I'm already locked. That's annoying. I think that'll lift the black flag. I hope so. Oh, poop. Really? What if I moved into vassal territory? Would that count? I don't want to cross, like, and risk a native attack. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Did I get here first? I did not get here first. You son of a bitch. I can't believe, once again, my vassal got to the target first and is probably going to completely foobar. Are you going to attack me over here? Probably. There we go. Black flag lifted. Thank goodness. Completely foobar some of my peace plans. Well, since I don't have this siege, I may as well do this. Does this go through Hemba? No, it goes directly over here. It's just pathing around the river in an awkward way. Oh, that's... where the hell are you going? Who are you attacking? Oh, Luba. Well, we're getting attrition here, but I guess that's fine. There's only Savannah. That's bad. You're going to go and re-grab that, but I'm going to go and liberate the Luban capital. Or not. Oh! You guys just canceled your access. Yeah, go and lift the Luban siege. They lose some influence. I guess that's fine. You're going to do that. I guess that's fine. We could accelerate this by throwing a siege dude in here. Which might not be a terrible idea. This is just Savannah, right? Yeah, it's too bad this is not Highlands. It'd be really nice to keep these guys pinned in. Especially since... where are you going? Bemba? Where's Bemba? Oh, down here. Why are you going that way? You're pathing around to try to go here. I understand. Detach and then do this. You can't actually reach me anymore since you don't have access over here. And natives have attacked you. Well, we will reposition ourselves over here. Oh, I could have stayed here in the Highlands for a defensive boost. But it's not as important a province. What's going to be important is grabbing these two provinces and then sort of sitting in here because we've got the defensive boost. So right now they're getting the war score tick on their side. Wait. You can gain... oh, right. I was going to say, why is it over 25? It's because it's counting their negatives. That makes sense. Where the... now you're going back to Bemba. You're very confused. You might decide to attack me over here, and I would not necessarily mind that. Actually, I should have a siege leader over here. Let me move back in position, because you are going to attack me. No, you're going to Rukwa. You're trying to go to my territory, which is fine. Especially if you fight more natives along the way. Natives are brutal at this point. Really brutal, because I think they're on the same tech level as we are. Let's see here. Look at this. 3.1 base morale. So sick. National Epic. That's quite expensive. Actually, it's not that expensive. Never mind. I'm used to seeing a lot more. I think it's probably worth 20 years of the prestige for basically 10 admin power. In this particular scenario. And we will have enough admin to core things here. That's going to finish. I'm really worried that these guys are going to keep that province for themselves. Which would be incredibly frustrating. Because, I mean, it's not the war goal, and I don't have a claim on it. So they're not going to be incentivized to give it to me as the war leader. Oh, that's you over here. Yeah, good. Well and improved. Excellent. Anyone else? I mean, I can just throw a diplomat around. Let me do a little bit more of that. We'll send one there, and we'll send one to Congo. I mean, Congo is really quite far away, but just nice to be sitting at high relationship with some people that you never know when you might need an ally. And you're going to go back down to Bemba. Wow, the AI is super confused right now, which is great. Because he might just... Yeah, see? God damn you. Alright, so we're at 99%. And that's the capital. I can't vassalize these guys. Because Luba does not want it. Well, fucking Luba, like... Stop being a douche nozzle. God damn it! I can't believe... Like, I was moving there, but... Like, why... Okay, I guess it's time to peace. Wait. Why can't I core it? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, what we need to do is we need to get Kazembe to capture its capital again. So that I can siege it. What? I can't core it. I can fabricate claims, but I can't core this province. Why on earth? That doesn't make any sense. Oh my god, what the hell? So I have no choice but to try to vassalize these guys. Which would potentially make my vassals way too dangerous. Although probably not. How are we going to get the hell out of this? Well, I'm not going to help you de-siege that anymore. Screw you. You're going to fight some things again. What I'm wondering is, I think I'm going to sit some dudes in Bemba to discourage these guys from wanting to walk through Bemba again. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go here. And I'm just going to wait. Okay, you have gone there. Beautiful. It's going to suck to sit here. Because we're going to be fighting these stupid these things with 3.1 frickin' morale. And we might even get attrition here. Okay, so we are going to win this. And we are getting attritioned. Just barely. Just barely over. Okay, that's fine. Oh, these mercs? I guess I'll keep the merc. I guess... Let me do that. That should actually just eliminate the attrition. So I don't want these guys to decide to do the dance. I want them to sit here and de-siege that, so that hopefully I can take the goddamn siege. Because after they siege, they might move somewhere else, and that'll be okay. The stupid tricks I'm having to do... I gotta put a cut in this video. What we have to... We have to siege this capital so that we can vassalize these guys. Which will put us way over our relationship limit, I'm just realizing. I guess, while it was nice to have them as an ally for these guys, I will want to break the alliance. But maybe, since the truce is just expiring now, maybe we will keep them around for now. This was not the plan! None of this was the plan! I want to annex this stuff, not vassalize it. Whatever. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.